Hey everybody, it's Friday, August 30th, and when it comes to Chinese tariffs, what impact will it have on the housing market? That much more as we cover the biggest headlines in real estate. Don't miss the radio show and podcast. We continue with our pre-event radio shows and interviews for I Survive Real Estate. Up this week is Stephen Wagner. He's the president of the Appraisal Institute. What's been up this year, what's some of the changes, and are iBuyers affecting comps, and way more about what appraisals are dealing with in this current market on the radio show and podcast this week. Don't miss it. Home price gains were lower again in June, down 3.1% nationwide. The Mortgage Bankers Association reported mortgage application decreased by 6.2% from the last week. Mortgage rates increased slightly from last week, but generally still head steady, with 30-year rates now at 3.58% and 15-year rates at 3.06%. And the National Association of Realtors reported a 2.5% decrease in pending home sales in July. I know we talk about millennials a lot. I give them a hard time. Maybe next year will be different. Maybe it'll be a goal in January, but not right now. More and more millennials are actually taking their first steps to buying a home. Millennials represented 42% of all new home sales up for this year so far. So now the next step is to make sure you're positioning your homes properly and doing the right upgrades to attract those millennial buyers. Here are the top 10 upgrades. Home office space, smart tech, energy efficient appliances, a game room or gathering space, USB outlets, neutral colors, modern design, outdoor living space, garage outlets, and storage space. In 49 out of the 50 largest U.S. metros, the typical rent is unaffordable to entry-level teachers, with nearly half of teachers spending half their income on rent. Pittsburgh is the only place of the 50 that is somewhat affordable. Mortgage payments alone, which are typically more affordable, still take up over 25% of a starting teacher's salary, providing they put 20% down. There's the barrier. In comparison, mid-level teachers would spend about 35% of their income, and highest-paid teachers spend roughly 26.6% of their income. So when you're talking about some of these very great jobs, well paid, very stable, not being able to enter the home market, we've got an issue. Home buyers are expecting another recession by 2022, and they're probably getting a lot of that from the media, since most economists are predicting some kind of recession between now and 2021. According to a survey by Taluna Research and Realtor.com, 75% expect it to happen that year, while 36% believe it will happen as early as next year. So, it seems to line up quite nicely. Realtor senior economist George Rochu said despite the economy doing well overall, people are expressing concerns over the trade war, Brexit, and the European recession, and think it will affect the market here. I find that interesting because some of those things are very unusual for Americans to even really care about. They don't even know what it means. But anyway, although 44% do not believe the recession will be as severe as the last one, 56% said they will put off buying a home should the recession hit. So that means that they're going to buy now leading up to the recession. We'll have to wait and see. Looks like San Jose is taking its step in easing the affordable housing crisis, focusing a great deal of energy on ADUs. San Jose's long been one of the highest paid places in the United States. ADUs could help alleviate the housing crisis. It's plaguing teachers, nurses, seniors, restaurant workers, and so many other residents who don't make high six-figure salaries. Mayor Sam Liccardo announced Tuesday an effort to streamline San Jose's permitting process even further for homeowners and developers looking to build ADUs. The city is calling it the effort ADU Tuesdays, with the hopes of getting permits through the process within 90 minutes. What? The average cost of building an apartment building in San Jose is a jaw-dropping $650,000 to $700,000 a unit. The city and Santa Clarita County offer subsidies to lower that price, but still coming up with the money to build thousands of housing units in San Jose, yeah, good luck with that. On the other hand, granny flats are about $200,000 to $250,000, and prefab ADUs can cut prices in half. If the city council approves a program to offer forgivable loans worth as much as $20,000 to residents willing to rent backyard homes to low-income residents, the cost would fall even further. We'll see if they offer that to real estate investors. I hope so. Up till June, the city issued 191 ADU permits, surpassing the 190 that it issued all of 2018. So that is a fantastic sign. We're going to be talking about ADUs. We've decided to add the chapter in a potential interview when we're up in San Jose, September 14th, for cashing in on a boom. China tariffs are already hitting the housing industry according to Curbed. New and soon to hit tariffs on Chinese goods amount to roughly $2.5 billion worth of taxes on housing. The escalating trade war was already touching many of the raw materials that housing industry depends on, and the current 25% tariff on imported materials basically ends up being a $2.5 billion tax on the housing industry, according to the National Association of Home Builders. In a quote, additional tariffs on countries like China, where we get many of our construction products, are an additional tax on homes, says Robert Dietz, chief economist of NAHB. And of course, he was on the radio show last week preparing for our I Survive Real Estate event coming up September 27th. So what do you think? Are tariffs actually going to keep on? Do you think we'll finally solve the issue and we'll sign some deal and they'll all go away? And will it impact housing? I'd love to see what you have to say. If you're on YouTube, please leave a comment below and don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a beat. If you're on Facebook, please don't forget to not only like the Norris Group page, but don't forget to add us to your See First list and with notifications on. Leave your comments below the video. And if we miss something, share the story on our comment sections on either YouTube or Facebook, and we'll make sure to include it on our blog at thenorrisgroup.com/blog. We'd love to see you out and about. September 5th, we'll be doing 10 decisions to make before the next downturn with SDIC down in San Diego. September 12th, 10 decisions to make before the next downturn up in San Jose with SJREI. And then a few days later, cashing in on a boom, creating value in a tight market. We hope to see you there. We're going to cover a lot of really great stuff and new chapters on things like opportunity zones and design. You won't want to miss it. September 18th, 10 decisions to make before the next downturn here in the Inland Empire. And of course, September 27th, I Survive Real Estate 2019. You've helped us raise almost $1 million since we started this event back in 2008, and you will not want to miss these speakers. Check out isurviverealestate.com. For more information on hard money loans, including fix and flip, buy and hold, and new construction, check out thenorrisgroup.com and hit that hard money tab. We'd love to work with you, and we have rates starting at 6.9% for rental loans. And yes, we have ADU financing in several different formats. For more information on passive investing with notes, trust deeds, and mortgages, check out thenorrisgroup.com and hit that invest button. With that, happy Labor Day, and have a fantastic weekend, and we'll see you next week.